Good afternoon and welcome to the King Power Stadium for live coverage of Leicester City against Tottenham Hotspur in the Barclays Women's Super League. The last time these sides met back in March, it felt like a relegation decider. Spurs won 1-0, but both teams ultimately stayed up. And since then, there have been impressive signs of progress for both clubs. They each started this season with 7 points from their opening 3 games. Since then, though, Leicester have lost 3 on the spin, culminating in that 6-2 home defeat to Arsenal last weekend, having been 2-0 up at the break. And Spurs, they've surrendered winning positions in the last 2 matches to draw at home to Everton and Liverpool and drop 4 points. Both teams are hoping for a return to winning ways this afternoon. What a start to the campaign for both Leicester and Tottenham, but just hitting the buffers a little in recent weeks. And it feels evenly poised, this one. Both teams have really taken a step up from last season when they were battling the drop right to the last couple of weeks. Well, Leicester manager Willie Kirk makes 2 changes to the side that lost 6-2 to Arsenal here a week ago. Missy Goodwin replaces the injured Deanne Rose, and former Tottenham captain Josie Green comes in for Julie Thibault. On the bench, there's a first squad call-up for England under-17 midfielder Simone Sherwood. And there's also 2 changes to the Tottenham team. Robert Villahamn forced to make one of the midfielder Olga Artonen out until the new year. She's replaced by Ria Percival, and Jess Naz comes in for Kit Graham, who drops to the bench. There is good news in the heart of defence, with Luana Bula fit to start despite sustaining that knock against Liverpool in the 1-1 draw last weekend. And elsewhere on the FA player in the Championship, Crystal Palace against Southampton. Second half about to kick off in that one. Both teams doing really well this season in the upper echelons of the Championship. 2-2 as they prepare to kick off the second half. And also in the WSL about to kick off, West Ham United against Aston Villa. That is a bit of an early season 6-pointer, isn't it? Villa picking up their first win last weekend finally, and West Ham sitting just a point above them going into this weekend. So the 2 captains, Molly Bartrip and Sam Tierney. Sam Tierney of Leicester on the left, all in blue. Molly Bartrip of Tottenham on the right of screen. Tottenham in their home kit this afternoon, despite being away from home. Lily white shirts and socks, navy blue shorts. Martha Thomas, the number 17 there. What a start to the season she's had. 6 goals in her opening 4 WSL matches for a new club, having joined from Manchester United in the summer. But without a goal in the last 2 now. A bit of a mini goal drought, given the speed with which she started the season, Martha Thomas. What a signing. And of course, Tottenham still without Beth England, the England international, their captain, but out with a hip injury all season. Robert Villahamn saying this week that she is continuing her plan. She is back in training, but she's just not quite ready yet for a return to the squad. Well, Martha Thomas has done really well in the absence of Beth England. The players take the knee, highlighting no room for racism or social injustice in football and wider society. Tottenham prepare to kick off. Referee Andrew Madley blows the whistle. We're underway at the King Power Stadium. Leicester looking to get points on the board after 3 defeats in a row. Tottenham have led their last 2 at home to Everton and at home to Liverpool, but have been forced to settle for a 1-1 draw on both occasions. Tottenham 4th coming into the weekend. Leicester in 7th place. Those 3 defeats for Leicester on the spin have come to some really impressive clubs. Manchester City, Liverpool, who have started the season well, and of course last weekend against Arsenal when they were leading here 2-0 at the break. What a result that looked like being at the time. But of course Arsenal really turned on the the skills in the second half. 6 different goal scorers. Bartrip to Bühler. Tottenham delighted to see her starting Luana Bühler, the Switzerland international. Thomas brings it forward now for Tottenham, and it clips off a Leicester heel. Janina Leitzig prevents the corner. The Germany goalkeeper, initially signed on loan in January, completed a permanent move in the summer. It's back with Leitzig now. Just to run you through the lineups: Leicester, Leitzig in goal. Leicester 4-2-3-1. Bots, Green, Howard and Nevin right to left across the back line. Tierney and Rantala sitting ahead of them. And then from right to left, Goodwin, Kamen and Kay behind Peterman up top. And Tottenham, Spencer in goal. 4-3-3 for them. James, Bühler, Bartrip and Neville from right to left across the back line. Percival, Summanen and Clinton in the middle of the park. And Bizet, Thomas and Naz up top. Bizet it was who scored that wonderful solo goal last weekend for Tottenham to put them ahead against Liverpool. Neville will get back here for Tottenham. Puts Bartrip under a bit of pressure with that pass. And an opportunity here for Leicester, but Tottenham get it away, or do they? It's played straight back to a Leicester player, and the shot comes in from Goodwin. And Bartrip managed to get the block in. Decent little spell this for the home team. It's gone out of play for a Leicester throw. We see Goodwin back in the starting lineup this afternoon. The 20-year-old England youth player. Bots with the throw in. Peterman turns and tries to pull it back to the top of the area. But Tottenham clear their lines. Leicester with the better at the very early stages here at King Power. James back to Bühler, who's a little hurried in her clearance. Summanen, the Finland international who signed a new contract this week, Evelina Summanen. Robert Villahan, her manager, saying she can become the best number 6 in the WSL, he believes. She's signed until 2026. Of course, an international teammate of Leicester's midfielder Jutta Rantala. Both of them have been on target for Finland in the Nations League this season, Summanen and Rantala. Bartrip will knock this one out of play. Ollie Bartrip wearing the captain's armband for Tottenham, with Beth England still out. England named as the new Tottenham captain in the summer, having joined from Chelsea in January. Beth England and scored those 12 goals in 12 games to claw Tottenham away from the relegation zone, one of them in the 1-0 win over Leicester back in March. Leicester on the attack again, and a low drive in, and a good save by Spencer. Oh, what a clearance by Ashley Neville. Well, Becky Spencer got a strong palm to it as Rantala's shot came in. Clawed it out of the goal mouth, but it looks like the rebound could be gobbled up for a Leicester goal, and Ashley Neville just swung out of booth. Rantala doing really well to get the shot in, and Goodwin was so close to tapping it home from a yard out, but Ashley Neville with an acrobatic clearance. Best chance of the game, just over 5 minutes in. Really good start by the home team. Tottenham under the cosh. It's come back for another shot goalwards. Leicester keep it alive, and it's deflected. Oh, and wide of the post. Well, I think the flag might have been up. This was Rantala's chance. Spencer palmed it across goal, and Neville got there just before Goodwin. And just moments after that, Leicester had another opportunity sparked by Sophie Howard's shot. The referee, Andrew Madley, just comes across. Well, this is the most recent of the two Leicester chances in quick succession. It came back to Sophie Howard. Her goal-bound shot took a deflection. Suominen was in there to half clear it. And then the second shot came in from Josie Green, the former Tottenham player. Tottenham just managed to get limbs in the front of every shot that was hit towards their goal. But Woody Kirk's Leicester have started this game just as they did, in fact, against the other North Londoners, Arsenal, last week. On the front foot, very much so. And we've seen Tottenham do that time and again this season. They've been quick starters. But it's Leicester taking the game to their visitors. Bots back to Leipzig. Green again against her former club, and she's won a free kick. Josie Green, the Wales international, was part of the Tottenham team that was promoted to the WSL. Also made 15 appearances in the 2021-22 season when Tottenham finished 5th before departing for Leicester that summer. Josie Green. Free kick to Leicester just inside the Tottenham half. It's Green again. She's knocked over by Clinton. And yes, referee Andrew Madley says it is a free kick. She's having a good game against her former club, Josie Green. In comes the free kick, and it's glanced on by Howard. And well wide of the Tottenham goal. Sophie Howard, the Scotland international. Leicester centre-back, the number 5. Got a touch on it. Talking about the Beth England injury and how she is back in training, but Robert Villaham saying she's not there yet, were his words in his press conference this week. Tottenham also missing Drew Spence, just as they were last week, out with a hamstring injury. And Olga Artinen, who's also been a key player, the other Finland international, who's been playing largely on the right side of midfield, out until the new year with a knee injury. That is a bit of a blow for Tottenham. Leicester there without Shannon O'Brien with a quad injury. She'll be out for a couple of months. And Deanne Rose, the Canada Olympic gold medal winner, with a hamstring. Leicester with another opportunity. Goodwin climbed high but couldn't quite get her head on it. Deanne Rose out with a hamstring problem. But Leicester really taking this game to Tottenham. What a leap this was by Goodwin. But the cross was just over her head. Suominen is knocked to the turf by Goodwin, and it's a Tottenham free kick. She thinks better of taking it quickly, weighs up her options and gives it away, unfortunately. From a Tottenham perspective, to Courtney Nevin, the Australia international, and she's knocked it straight out of play for a Spurs throw, which Bühler takes and sends it back to Becky Spencer, who does a 180 turn and gets away with it. Neville. Bühler Drives out of defence, plays it through the middle to Thomas. Naz has won it back for Tottenham. Jess Naz on the charge now against Bott. Still Jess Naz. Tries to play the short ball to Bizet. Leicester clear, but straight back to Tottenham bodies. Suman is short to Bartrip. Bizet. Well, we saw what she can do last week against Liverpool. She tries to just dink it in for Thomas. Back to Clinton, who goes from distance. She scored from a similar distance against Brighton, but this one was too close to Leipzig. Goodwin rides the challenge from Neville, but Neville's won it back for Tottenham and finds Thomas, whose touch is heavy. Clinton now to Sumana. Inside to Thomas. James. Almost gives it away to Peterman, but Bula collects it for Tottenham and plays it short to Bartrip. Bartrip crossing the halfway line. Tottenham just beginning to come back into it a little in this last couple of minutes. Bula finds Bizet to James. James knocks it through to Clinton. Green's there for Leicester. Gives it straight away though. James to Bartrip. Tottenham have won all 4 of the previous WSL matches against Leicester. Thomas lays it short to Naz. Too short, allowing Leicester to bring it away. Loose pass by Bott. Leicester sensing an opportunity here. The crowd certainly do. But it's given away. And Clinton is tripped, and referee Andrew Madley says that is a Tottenham free kick. As Tierney just clipped the heels of Grace Clinton. We can have a look back at Grace Clinton's pile driver from 25 yards out. She got the power, but it was straight at Janina Leipzig in the Leicester goal. Probably Tottenham's best opportunity of the opening 13.5 minutes. Leicester have had more of the ball and the greater of the chances. The goal line clearance by Ashley Neville, getting there just before Missy Goodwin, the closest either team have come. In fact, a Leicester player has never scored against Tottenham in the WSL. The only Leicester goal against Spurs was a Drew Spence own goal when Spurs won 2-1 here last September. The other 3 WSL matches have been won by Tottenham: 2-0, 1-0 and 1-0. There was an FA Cup 4th round win for Leicester at Tottenham back in January 2022. A match which went to extra time at the Hive, and Leicester won 3-1 with Sophie Howard among the scorers in extra time. But in the WSL, Tottenham with 4 wins out of the 4 meetings to date. Tierney wins the free kick under the challenge from Clinton for Leicester. Quarter of an hour played. Green with the free kick for the Foxes. Chips it forward to the edge of the box. Peterman tries to turn. Goodwin's able to keep this in on the near side. She's had a lively start, has Missy Goodwin. Back to Howard, who also had that glancing header well wide of the target. Green. Lovely ball by Green, but Goodwin just couldn't quite bring it under control with her chest. And it's gone out for a Tottenham throw. You see Goodwin, the former Aston Villa youngster, still only 20, signed in January 2022. She's looked really lively in the early stages of this game. Tottenham are going to have to keep an eye on her. Bots with the header forward. Back towards Peterman. Percival. Sumina. Spencer. Tierney puts her under pressure, but Spencer keeps calm and rolls it out to Bula. Clinton flying in there with the challenge. Lucky she didn't connect. Neville strides forward for Tottenham. She's got Naz to her left as she looks for Naz, who has the pace to keep this in. Jess Naz. Sumina. Still Evelina Sumina. She can hit them too, but she opted for the short pass. James to Percival. Bula to Bartrip. Neville, who stayed forwards, but might regret that now because Leicester have the opportunity to break here. And a lovely ball through to beyond Spencer. What a calm and cool finish by Janice Cayman. And Leicester take the lead. Well, they saw their opportunity, the Foxes. And they broke with such control. And as the ball came through to Belgium's most capped player, the 2 times Champions League winner with Lyon, Janice Cayman just slid it beyond Becky Spencer to give Leicester the lead. And a little bunny hop of a celebration from the Foxes. Well, what a signing she's already been for Willie Kirk's Leicester. Her second WSL goal. And Leicester deserved their lead. Tottenham haven't been in this position too often this season, having to chase a game. Tierney loops it forward to Goodwin. Bots. Bartrip gets it back to Neville. Neville does well to take it beyond Goodwin and Tierney. Lovely footwork by Ashley Neville. Was she caught there? She's gone down holding her right knee. Referee plays on. Neville back up. Tottenham still on the attack, and it's Thomas with a header which Leipzig turns round. Well, Martha Thomas did really well to make Leipzig work as hard as that. Bizet out to James. Percival it was who dinked it in, and Thomas with the header which loops up and forced Leipzig to scramble across her goal mouth to turn it behind for the Tottenham corner. Good response by the North Londoners. Bizet with the corner for Spurs. Low towards the near post, headed away. Neville with the throw, finds Clinton. Nats with the cross in, is headed behind her own goal by Courtney Nevin. Naz whipped the cross in, and in fact it came off of Nevin's thigh, her right thigh, and out for the Tottenham corner. Good response from Tottenham to going behind after Leicester caught them on the break. Missy Goodwin slid the ball through for Cayman to convert in the 18th minute. In comes the corner. Naz was trying to get there at the edge of the area. Tottenham just about still have it. So Leicester have had their noses in front for about 4 minutes. And Naz is caught out here by Rantala. Tries to find Goodwin, but that's a good sliding challenge by Sumana. Bizet finds Neville, who takes it beyond Bots. Oh, but it is given away by Percival. Tottenham just a little sloppy over the last couple of minutes with some of their passing. Long looping ball forwards towards Peterman, who did manage to get the header down and kept it alive momentarily for Leicester. A wasteful ball forward, out for the Tottenham goal kick. Bizet back to James, plays it short to Percival. Bula. Free kick for the foul on Thomas. Martha Thomas. Such a great start to life at Tottenham. No goals in the last two. Willie Kirk will be really pleased with what he's seen from his Leicester side. Just over half of this opening half played. But this week, of course, he will be wanting them to hang on to the lead. They were 2-0 up against Arsenal last weekend at the break. Those goals came later than this one. They scored in the 36th and 38th minute last weekend to take that shock 2-goal lead in at the break against title-chasing Arsenal, who in the end ran out comfortable 6-2 winners. Tottenham have led in their last two games, only to draw each of them 1-1. They are chasing it this time. And Neville is chasing this ball to try and keep it in, but Leicester have won it back. Goodwin, who weighed in with the assist for that Leicester goal. Bartrip to Percival. Neville to Naz. Sumana dinks it towards the edge of the area. Also turned into a lovely ball as it's picked up by James and whisked back into the area, but Leipzig is there. Janina Leipzig has had a really assured start to life as Leicester's goalkeeper. Green. Tried to feed it through to Peterman, who fell to the turf. No foul. It's given away to Goodwin by Sumana. Goodwin. His pass is a little loose and behind Kane. Hannah Kane had such an impressive first half against Arsenal out on that left-hand side, the Leicester number 21 last weekend, the Wales international. Bula back to Spencer. Bartrip to Neville. Sumara plays it through the legs of Peterman. Bula to James. Percival. Back to Bula. Oh, it's a lovely back heel by Thomas to set Bizet free. Bizet has got Naz on the penalty spot. Naz gets the shot in. Great save by Leipzig. Back to Neville. Again, Janina Leipzig. Sumanen from distance. And Tierney will clear it. Picked up by James. He rifles it in, and it's off the post. Or was it Leipzig again? Leipzig saves 3 shots on goal in the space of 20 seconds. But I thought that last one had hit the woodwork, but Leipzig was there again. Naz from 10 yards out, saved by Leipzig, pulled it back to Neville. Again, Leipzig there. That perhaps the best save of the 3. Sumanen from distance, Tierney half cleared it. And then Anara James, it took a deflection too, and Leipzig turns it behind for the Spurs corner. Thomas is there with a header, drops to Clinton. Well, what a spell for Tottenham. But Janina Leipzig preserves Leicester's lead. She needs a little break, perhaps, after that flurry of excitement in the Leicester goalmouth. Asking for the physios to come on. A little time for both teams to regroup as we approach the half-hour mark. And what an opportunity it was, particularly for Jess Naz to equalise for Tottenham. With the goal right in front of her from close range, but Janina Leipzig made herself big. This was the best chance of the 3 in quick succession, but Leipzig did really well to block that. Neville, again, look, a strong right palm that from Leipzig. Sumanen rifled it back in off the left boot. Tierney rather hurried in her clearance, and that gave Tottenham another opportunity, which Anara James rifled in, and Leipzig turned behind. Robert Villaham has a chat with Grace Clinton. He'll be feeling quite bright after that last few moments of Tottenham pressure. Vicky Jepson also there towards the left of the picture. She, of course, was in charge when these teams last met. She'd taken over for that game. She was in charge for the tail end of the season after the sacking of Rhian Skinner. And her first game in charge ended in a 1-0 win over Leicester in March. Vicky Jepson, she's now the assistant manager to Robert Villaham, and Janina Leipzig, who made those 3 stops in the space of 20 seconds or so just a couple of minutes ago, is back on her feet, having received some treatment. Ashley Neville with the throw. Bula. Bula loops one over the top. It drops to Naz. Goodwin picks it up for Leicester. Naz tries to dispossess Bott. Sumana wins the header. The referee, Andrew Madley, does well to keep himself out of the line of the ball. Goodwin. Nevin over the top. Rantala tries to find Peterman. Couldn't quite pick her out with the cross, but has won Leicester a corner. The Leicester fans in good voice. This, of course, the regular home ground of both Leicester City men and women. Rantala with the corner, hangs it up towards the far post. Howard got the header, drops to Peterman over the bar. Lena Peterman, already with 2 goals to her name since joining for Leicester in the summer. Couldn't keep this one down. Naz. Nice turn by Jess Naz. Howard with the challenge on Clinton. Sophie Howard does really well to win it back for Leicester. Good win. Neville gets the boot in though for Tottenham. Clinton has it once more. Bizet is forced back to Bula. No foul, says the referee. And Leicester look to break again. Kane up against James. 2 Welsh players, and James concedes the Leicester throw. Cayman, the goal scorer, plays it short, and now it's with CJ Bott, the New Zealand international, tries to thread it through the middle back towards Cayman. Thomas gets beyond Howard, but Leipzig will mop that up. It's gone out for a Tottenham throw, which Bizet, the Norway international, with a fine solo goal against Liverpool last week. Quite some stat, wasn't it, that her fiance Aaron Donham also scored a solo goal 3 days earlier to put his team 1-0 up against Liverpool. Toulouse in the Europa League. They went on to win that game, but Tottenham weren't able to do likewise after Celine Bizet, she'd have to say, was the better of the 2 solo goals. She ran it a greater distance, but Tottenham couldn't hang on to that goal, to that lead. And this is talking to by the referee for the tackle by Percival, which has left Courtney Nevin receiving treatment. Ria Percival, it's great to see her back in action after so long out most of last season. New Zealand's most capped player of all time, returned in time for the World Cup. The co-hosts, rather disappointingly, of course, exiting at the group stage after beating Norway in that opening game. Tierney is back on her feet, the Leicester captain. The referee just having a chat to Molly Bartrup, I think, about perhaps something that had been said by a Tottenham player. But Leicester have the game back underway. Howard back to Leipzig. Naz gets the block in, so it's a Leicester throw. CJ Bott, a New Zealand international teammate of Tottenham's Ria Percival. Clinton tries to find Bizet. Too much pace on the pass. Tottenham haven't been able to play with the sort of fluency we saw in the opening weeks of this season. Leicester have done really well this afternoon, and Goodwin, who set up the goal which they lead by, has won them another free kick. Caught late by Neville. Leipzig. He's done really well when called upon, the Leicester goalkeeper this afternoon, the former Bayern Munich player. More than 100 appearances she made in her time with Bayern before arriving here initially on loan in January. Kept a clean sheet on her debut for the Foxes against Brighton back in January, which was a sign of things to come. She's certainly done well this afternoon to keep Leicester's noses in front. Naz for Tottenham as they try and chase down this slender Leicester lead. Sumina out to Neville. He gets that all horribly wrong as she was looking for Thomas in the centre channel, but wasn't able to get anything like enough curl on the ball and just sent it straight through to Leipzig. He calls for the referee to give some attention to Josie Green, who's on her haunches. So it'll be a drop ball when we get back underway to Leicester, because they had the ball. And the medical staff on to attend to Josie Green. They may have been winded here, perhaps. They're looking at her midriff. Josie Green was with Tottenham for some 6 years, 2016 to 2022, before she left for Leicester. And as she receives treatment, let's look back on the goal which separates the two teams as we head into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Missy Goodwin surging down the left-hand flank. A lovely ball off the outside of her right boot to Janice Cayman, with the perfect first touch off her right boot, and then the left-footed finish, Janice Cayman, as she joined Goodwin and Peterman in celebration. Leicester taking the lead back in the 18th minute through Janice Cayman. And they've held on to that lead ever since. Josie Green, having received medical treatment, has to leave the pitch, of course. Into the final 5 of the first half, plus added time. This time last week, they'd just gone 2-0 up against Arsenal at Leicester, and we all know what happened in the second half, as they eventually lost that game 6-2. Naz has got Thomas ahead of her. Naz finds Thomas as she pushed to the turf. Well, she didn't really appeal for it. She didn't appeal for a penalty. She must have lost her own footing, Martha Thomas. Sumina picks it up for Tottenham. Sweeps it towards Naz. Naz to Bizet. Bizet back to James. James tries to seek out Thomas again. She's already done that once, and she did create with that sort of ball, James. A header for Thomas, which forced a save from Leipzig. And this that moment ago when Naz played in Thomas. And she, well, to me, I mean, she was caught by Green in the back. Now, I guess we're so used to assessing chances in a VAR world, and we don't have VAR in the WSL. And it's honest that Martha Thomas obviously didn't feel she'd been pushed, because she didn't appeal in any way to that challenge by Josie Green. Janice Kamen, though, has been called up for a foul here on Sumina in the centre circle. Bartrip to Sumina, but Peterman hassles her. Sumina hangs on to it and finds Bula. Percival to James, back to Bula. He plays a 1-2 with Sumina. And then finds Clinton. But it's given away, and Tierney has it now. Just about holds on to it under the challenge from Thomas. Bott to Howard. Neville with the throw to Bartrip on the halfway line. Bartrip too much on the pass out towards James. And it's gone straight out for a Leicester throw. Rantala with the header for Leicester to Kane, who keeps it in. No, it's, which is one a Leicester throw, has Hannah Kane. Bizet is in a bit of a tangle here. There's a player from both sides down. Bizet and Green, and there was quite a reaction to from the people on that side of the pitch that this might not have been a very nice challenge. It may well have led to a bit of a nasty knock for both the players involved there. Bizet of Tottenham, Green of Leicester. Bizet's knee, she appeared to get her foot caught in the turf. She may have come off the worst of the pair. Celine Bizet.
The fourth official has indicated a minimum of 2 minutes added time to be played, and that's
Josie Green is sitting up. Bizet is now sitting up too, with 2 minutes of added time. The PA has just announced we're into it. Of course, there'll be more added because this added time is being taken up at the moment by medical treatment to Celine Bizet of Tottenham and Josie Green of Leicester. They are at least both sitting up and attentive. And hopefully it won't be as bad as it first looked. So Leicester leading in the last few seconds of this first half. Hannah Kane it was who set up Yanis Kamen for that goal in the 18th minute. Just as she did, in fact, last week, Kane setting up Kamen against Arsenal, and Bizet is at least back on her feet and looking pretty good, has to be said, after that injury scare. It didn't look good the way she went down, the way she appeared to catch her studs in the turf. Josie Green still getting treatment. The two players collided. The applause of the Leicester fans rings around the stadium as she just trots off. She's had a really good first half, Josie Green, against her former club. So 2 minutes of added time already up, but we've got the full 2 minutes to play, given that it was all used up for that treatment. Bizet back in action and looking like she's able to move well. So that's a good sign for Tottenham. Oh, it's given away in the centre of the park almost. Tottenham just managed to recover. Percival has space and rolls it through to Naz. Is there going to be a late response from Tottenham at the end of this first half? Naz tries to pick out Thomas. No foul. Clinton looked like she put palms in the back of, and in fact the referee's played on, and it's a good advantage because Leicester are on the charge here. Kane into the area. She does appeal for a penalty, but it looks to me like James got the ball. That was a hopeful appeal. The crowd don't like it, the home crowd. A few boos ring around. Kane into the area. Well, in fact, on the replay, James didn't appear to get the ball. Kane knocks it beyond her, and James caught the player. So perhaps Leicester unfortunate there on second viewing. Referee only gets one look at it, of course, in the WSL. Emma Hayes of Chelsea saying how WSL is needed, certainly after her Champions League experience in midweek. It's not in the group stages of the Women's Champions League either. She felt very hard done by. I think a lot of fans, though, will be happy there is no WSL. No VAR, rather. A lot of fans will be happy there is no VAR in the WSL and perhaps in the Champions League group stages. It's certainly not everyone's cup of tea. And referee blows the half-time whistle. Janice Kamen with the goal which separates the teams. Arriving here in the summer, 2 WSL goals to her name already, and it was a sweet, sweet finish in the 18th minute after she was played through by Hannah Kane to give Leicester the lead. Last week they were 2-0 up against a team from North London. They lost 6-2. This week, 1-0 up against Spurs. Jess Naz with the best chance of the half for Tottenham when she was denied from about 10 yards out by a really fine save from Janina Leitzig. Tottenham with work to do in the second half. They trail here by 1-0 at half-time. Leicester it was with the first chance of the half. The Finn, Janina Rantala, forcing a fine save, and as Goodwin tried to get the rebound, Neville with an acrobatic clearance. Tottenham were on the attack when Leicester won it back and countered with real ingenuity. Kane surged forward and found Kamen. What a finish that was. From a Champions League winner, from Belgium's most capped player of all time. All of her experience shone there. Tottenham sought the response, and James with the hanging cross, which Thomas did really well, and Leipzig sprung across her goal to turn that round for a corner. And Leipzig again at it 3 times in a matter of seconds. First from Naz, what a save that was. Naz pulled it back to Neville. Really strong right palm this time. Sumanen on the follow-up. Leicester cleared. It came eventually to James, and she fired it in. Leipzig was there once more to keep Leicester's clean sheet intact. And Leicester with a deserved lead at the break. Do please join us for the second half here on the FA Player. Half-time at the King Power Stadium. It's Leicester City 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0.
Hi, I'm Sandy.
I'm Kiara,
And this is Save Reacts.
Rebecca Welsh takes the first look at the watch, and Chelsea might be able to win it here. It's Sam Kerr. She's clean through.
Oh, nice.
Stopped by Roebuck.
big and strong she is.
Made herself big. Stop it.
Nah, Sam, that was a great save.
Oh, thanks.
See,
No
until
wonder
like you didn't
I
you didn't even just pull off a worldie. Oh, nice.
Thanks, Kiki.
Fair play.
We'll watch it again if we have to.
Ropes again.
Ooh. Oh, this is it.
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
this would be the other one.
Reaction. And she just, that is a vial. She's just so.
Nah, she fell.
No, that was a great reaction too.
Yeah, right on the goal line. Alright, this is the Daily Roebuck show. Oh, I remember this one. Yeah, it was like the Chelsea one.
Nice.
Nice Roby.
Great positioning.
I think it was only like 1-0 this game or something.
Yeah, love the facials as well.
Oh, she did well to stay up there.
Yeah, I would have been down. Why is she so open?
Yeah. Great defending, but we're not really to judge that, are we? But we shall.
It's all about the same. Great save, Rose.
I can't even remember the save that I made. Surely we're not going to show the goal.
Oh.
Nice, Kiki.
Get out of here. I just get out of my house.
Oosh. Sent to the shops. Nice, Kiki. Same big.
Big. And up for the rebounds.
Come on. Straight up. Sponsored by Ellie Robot. Oh, nice. That's
Why did that? Yeah, that looked really weird. And again.
Not the
Get
punch.
Get out of here.
We should get out more, shouldn't we?
That's you. We don't like that. Even that kid looked
Oh, I love that kit.
nice.
Oh,
Sandy.
no. I'll tell you what,
I mean-
not to make excuses, but those mitre balls, when they're brand new, are so slippy. Should be
fine.
catching this, you know. Ooh.
That was great defending by Barry.
Yeah.
Big up, Barry.
Oh, that's it. Oh, lovely. Well, nice. 3 clips between
Wrapped
us.
up.
Hi, I'm Tatiana Pinto, and this is Get to Know. I think Brighton is the perfect project. The club has such a good vision, and it's a very ambitious club. And I just think I suit here very good. So I'm really happy to join Brighton and looking forward for the next season. Very good. It's very sunny right now in this moment. So I'm really enjoying the time here, knowing a lot of new players, the staff, the club, everything here. But I am feeling very happy in the moment with everyone here. No, in personal, no, but I knew about Pauline, about Vicky, about Robo. That was some few faces that I already saw in other games. So yeah, I'm just very excited to know all of them and to learn a bit from them also. Very good, very close to us, very worried to know our concerns, very close. So very excited to start with the team and to start the league with everyone. Well, that's a good question. No, I think my main goal is to open doors for more Portuguese players coming into the WSL. I think we are very talented players, we just need opportunities. So this is my main goal, and of course have a big impact in the team and help the club to be very successful. So I define myself as a collective player. Like, I will put the interests of the team first. That's my main thing, and I'm very aggressive. I like to have the ball. I'll do whatever it takes to help my teammates, my team. But yeah, and I think I am a very smart player. I think I can help my teammates, yeah. I think it's crazy, the difference right now. It's the league is so competitive, so good. The facilities in every club, it's just crazy. I think any player now wants to be in this league because they can really perform in the highest level. So yeah, I'm just here because now I feel 100% an athlete and I can perform in my highest level, so very happy. Oh, that's lovely. People saying blue and white suits me, so I hope that's true. No, it's just lovely. I love the strips, the seagull. I'm in love, really.
Hi, I'm Laia Codina, and this is Get to Know. I think that Arsenal has been always a great club, and now the project with women is so exciting, and this is why I'm here, because I think that we can achieve a lot of titles. Good. I think that there's a nice group, and the players are helping me a lot, and all the staff. There's a good environment to grow up and to still winning a lot. No, I know maybe some girls because I faced with them during the World Cup, but not. I didn't been with them before. Leah Walty. Good. I think that not only him, all the staff is very familiar. So I think that for the people who are new, is good because it's easy to stealing in. I'm a young player. I have to grow up a lot, and I think that here is the best option, and we will see. But I only think that we can achieve a lot of titles with the team. That's our goal. I think that I'm an aggressive player. I think that I'm very brave, or I try to be very brave, because I think that it's a good thing for a player. And I will also, with the ball, I think that I'm good building up. That's all. I already say that I love it. I don't know, this goal here is very, I don't know, it's very brilliant, and I think that there's a lot of, in this shirt, there's a lot of history, and it's nice to feel that.
Welcome back to the King Power Stadium, where Leicester lead Tottenham by a 1-0 as we prepare to kick off the second half. Janice Cayman with the goal in the 18th minute, set up by Hannah Kane. Tottenham had their chances after that. Janina Leitzig, the Leicester goalkeeper, with a triple save midway through the first half. Tottenham with work to do in this second. Missy Goodwin replaced by Aileen Whelan, the former Brighton forward, for Leicester at the break. Tottenham, no changes for them at the break, it doesn't appear. Also on the FA player, second half about to kick off. West Ham against Aston Villa. That game 1-1 as they headed in at half-time. Second half getting underway. Bit of a relegation tussle, if you can call it that, this early on in the season. Tottenham and Leicester have both started the season pretty well. Leicester, though, have lost their last 3. They're looking to bounce back. They are leading this afternoon by a 0-0 against the Tottenham team, who also took 7 points from their opening 3 games. They've since moved on to 11. Played really well of Tottenham this season. but they are behind at the break. Jess Naz had a really good opportunity, probably Tottenham's best chance in the first half when she was denied from 10 yards out by Leipzig. Naz tries to feed Thomas through, but Leicester hold firm. Tierney to Cayman, the goal scorer. Kane. Green, former Tottenham player. Back to Kane. Kane beats James, her Welsh compatriot. Tierney tries to head it back into the Tottenham area. It's with Tierney, the Leicester captain, once more. All the way through and out and behind for a Tottenham goal kick. Thomas and Naz trying to get on the end of this. Thomas leaves it for Naz. Naz got it caught a little under her foot, but she still has it. It's deflected beyond and Leipzig again. For a second it looked like she was beaten, but somehow she flung out that right arm and fingertipped it away. Naz recovered her ground, got the shot and it flicked off Sophie Howard. I thought that was going to take it beyond Leipzig, but a German did really well. The corner comes to James and she scoops it over the top. Angara James got that one all wrong and never troubled Leipzig. Decent start to the second half though for Spurs. Bizet with the corner and James well over the crossbar. Almost given away to Peterman. Reminder of the lineups. Leipzig in goal for Leicester. Bott, Green, Howard and Nevin across the back line. Tierney and Rantala ahead of them. Goodwin has been replaced by Aileen Whelan at the break. Cayman and Kane, the advanced midfielders, and Peterman up top for Leicester. Tottenham, Spencer in goal, James, Bula, Bartrip and Neville across the back line. Percival, Summoner and Clinton in the middle of the park, and Bizet, Thomas and Naz. It's Thomas on the ball here. Thomas brings it back to Bizet, whose shot is meek and straight at Leipzig. That one of the easier saves that Leipzig's had to make. Bizet just didn't connect with it properly. Thomas did really well to get beyond Tierney and pulled it back. And Bizet just rather scuffed it straight at Leipzig. Decent start to this second half for Tottenham though, trying to chase down this Leicester lead. The first Leicester player ever to score against Tottenham in the WSL, Janice Cayman, in that first half. Their only previous goal in 4 meetings to date was a Drew Spence own goal. Tottenham have won all 4 WSL meetings, but Leicester in a strong position to try and change that stat this afternoon. Willie Kirk does have a good record against Tottenham with his various clubs. In 5 previous WSL meetings, 3 wins, a draw and a defeat. He's looking to make that 4 wins this afternoon. Tierney, can she get the shot away? It takes a deflection and behind offered Bartrip for a corner. Tierney with the shot, instantly ricocheted off Bartrip and out for the Leicester corner. Leicester corner headed away by Bula. Headed back in though. And Kane tries to bring it under control, but Sumina gets it away and it's picked up by Bizet. Bizet does well to find Naz, who looks to take it beyond Bot, but she did really well to hold her ground. Tottenham have won their last 2 away games, 3-1 at Brighton, 4-2 at Villa in mid-October. They've never won 3 in a row away from home in the WSL. They've got a lot of work to do if they are going to do that for the first time this afternoon, because they're going to have to score at least twice, and Bizet can't keep that in as the return from Percival came at her rather quickly. And it cannons off her left boot and out for a Leicester throw. Bartrip's there for Tottenham, knocks it back to Spencer. But elsewhere on the FA player, of course, it is Aston Villa and West Ham in action against each other this afternoon. West Ham at home to Aston Villa, and Villa have just gone 2-1 up in that game. Adriana Leon scoring against her former club. So you can stick with us here or follow the second half of that game elsewhere on the FA player. As Tottenham win a free kick. Long ball forward, finds Naz. He has won Tottenham a corner. Good work by Jess Naz. Short to Bizet. In comes the cross and it almost drops to Sumina. She couldn't quite bring it under control. Cayman slides in to send it out of play for a Tottenham throw. Thomas takes to Bizet. Bizet tries to weave beyond both Nevin and Cayman. Tottenham have another throw as it comes off Cayman. which Neville takes quickly. James finds Clinton. Back with James. She rolls it to Bartrip. Bartrip short to Naz. Tries to feed it inside towards Neville. Picked up by Thomas. Thomas with a lovely ball to Bizet! Tottenham at level! Celine Bizet, 2 goals in 2 games. And it was a delightful ball through from Martha Thomas.
Goal for Tottenham, score by number 14, Celine Bizet.
Celine Bizet with a solo goal of pure quality last weekend, and this time with the Predators' instinct to latch onto that through ball from Martha Thomas and divert it beyond Leipzig, who is finally beaten. Celine Bizet seems to take her game to new levels each week at the moment. A fine season the Norwegian international is having for Tottenham. And they are back on level terms at the King Power Stadium. So Leicester, just as last weekend, unable to hold on to a half-time lead. Still well over half an hour to play though. Still time for either team to find a winner in this one. And it's Leicester on the charge here. It comes through to Kane, whose shot is too close to Spencer. Decent break from Leicester. Kane couldn't curl that beyond Becky Spencer. James back to Spencer. Free kick to Tottenham.
Substitution for Tottenham Hotspur, coming off is number 12, Rhea Percival.
Double sub for Spurs as Rhea Percival is replaced by
Being
Asmita
replaced by
Ale.
number 13, Asmita Ale. Also coming off
And
is
Rosella
number 20.
Ayan
Also coming off is number
also
7,
enters the
being
fray
replaced
for
by number
Tottenham
23, Rosella
as Jess
Ayan.
Naz departs. So the Morocco international, Rosella Ayan. But Bularava wins the header on the edge of her own box and gets it away at the second attempt. James knocks it on towards Asmita Ale, who's just come on for Tottenham. Now it's with Kane in space. And she can do real damage when she gets space like that. Not on this occasion. It's cleared only as far as Nevin. Nevin short to Tierney, he takes his shot off the bar! What an effort by Sam Tierney! Off the underside of the bar. So close to giving Leicester the lead for the second time. The Foxes skipper arrowed it goalwards beyond Becky Spencer's reach. But just inches too high, crashing off the angle of post and crossbar. Whistle goes as it's diverted beyond Spencer by Rantala. The crowd cheer as the ball nestles into the back of the net, but the whistle had gone. for the foul by Peterman. Not a bad finish though by Rantala, who does already have a couple of Leicester goals to her name, the Finland international. There's Sumina, who's down, requiring treatment for Tottenham. Sumina is, of course, a Finland international teammate of Rantala, who just put the ball in the back of the Tottenham net after the whistle had gone for the foul on Sumina. Or we can look at the Celine Bizet goal, which brought Tottenham level 5 minutes ago. Lovely, fluent build-up play this from Spurs. Naz to Thomas, who was so strong here. And what a ball through that was by Martha Thomas. And a perfect run and finish from Celine Bizet. Very different kind of goal from the one with which she gave Tottenham the lead against Liverpool last weekend in a match which finished 1-1. This weekend, she's hit the equaliser. And Evelina Sumina trots off, having received that treatment. Tottenham free kick for the foul on her moments ago. She's straight back into play. Howard knocks it out of play for a Spurs throw. Rosella Ayan to take. She's just come on. Bots with the throw for the home side now. Peterman back to Bots. Leicester do well to work it forwards here, and it's with Rantala, who had the ball in the back of the net moments ago. Whistle had already gone, and she can't pick out a teammate on this occasion. Bizet, the Spurs goal scorer, surging into space now. She's got Thomas ahead of her. Bizet rolls it through to Thomas and carries on a run into the middle channel of the area. Ayan. Lovely ball by James to Thomas. Bizet is lurking again near the penalty spot. Thomas tries to play it short to Ayan, but it was behind the Morocco forward. Sumina, good little spell this from Tottenham. Clinton whisks it out to Ayan. Ayan with the searching cross, headed away by Howard. Cayman keeps it in. He's back now with Cayman. James to Suminen, plays it low to Clinton. Clinton does really well under close attention of 3 Leicester players. Bula chips it forward, got it wrong really. She was caught in 2 minds. One moment thought about taking the shot on, then I think she was trying to guide the pass through for Clinton's run, but sent it too deep towards Leipzig. Foul on Tierney. Leicester 3 kick. Taken quickly. Both teams intent on pushing for the winner. No foul, says the referee, as Ale wins the tackle, and it's with Bizet, the Tottenham goal scorer. And she tries to send that through to Ayan, just beyond Rosella Ayan, who flung herself towards the ball. But the pass was just a little too heavy from Bizet. Oh, not far away though, was it? I thought she'd really seriously overhit that at one stage, Bizet, but it really wasn't too far beyond Ayan. Almost got it perfectly weighted. Tottenham having their best spell of the game really in terms of possession and attacking threats. But Leicester have an opportunity here. Tierney. Cayman wins, but in fact it's come back off Cayman for the Tottenham throw, which Neville will take. Tierney wins the header. Runtelau with his shot. Takes a couple of bounces wide at the far post. She did well to take it beyond Ale. Drove the shot in. Runtelau. But Spencer wasn't unduly troubled in the Tottenham goal. Ale slips it through for Clinton. Still Grace Clinton takes it beyond Tierney and tries to just tease it through to Ayan. But Leipzig is able to drop onto the ball. Did well, Clinton, to steal a yard on Tierney, but just couldn't pull the ball back for Rosella Ayan. Oh, given away to Bizet. Thomas slips it through to James. James pulls it back towards Ayan. Ayan is there. Can she get the shot away? Leipzig once more blocks it. Back to Bizet. Bizet in towards James. Leicester scramble it away. What a chance for Tottenham. And now Leicester perhaps on the break. Peterman. But Sumanen does really well to win it back for Spurs. James. Neville wins it back for Tottenham. Bula tried to slip it through to Clinton, and it is with Clinton now. Clinton's got Thomas ahead of her. Feeds it through to Thomas, but Howard read it really well and got there before the Tottenham striker to knock it behind. Well, this was a Tottenham chance moments ago. James initially tried to pull it back, and it did eventually find its way through to Ayan. And when Ayan got the shot away, it came off a combination of Howard and Leipzig. Back to Bizet, who knocked it back in towards James, and Leicester scrambled it away. Tottenham now have a corner to be taken by the goal scorer, Bizet. Halfway through the second half, Bizet sends it towards the edge of the 6-yard box. It was headed on by Thomas. Well, in fact, has it come off a Leicester head, because Tottenham are appealing for another corner. And there may have been a clash of heads here between Cayman and Howard, as Bizet sent the corner in. And there was a bit of a melee there as Thomas, Howard and Cayman all connected. Leipzig also requiring attention. The Leicester goalkeeper has had a really good afternoon between the sticks. Nothing she could do about the Tottenham equaliser. And she's made 4 or 5 really good saves this afternoon. Janina Leipzig looks like being a really good acquisition for Leicester, having arrived here initially back in January, signed permanently in the summer. Martha Thomas takes the opportunity for a drink. The Scotland international striker, signed from Manchester United. Also, she's been a great signing for Tottenham. Leipzig just jogging it off. Leicester might well be preparing another substitution. Amy Palmer looks like she might be getting ready to come on, but it's a Tottenham corner taken low and easily cleared by Leicester. There will be a double sub for Leicester. Ava Baker readying herself. "20 minutes plus added time to play." Ellie Brazil looking like she's getting ready for Tottenham as well, having returned last weekend in a substitute's role after such a long time out with an ACL. Great to see Ellie Brazil back in the squad for Spurs. And she's about to come on. You can see her in the dugouts. Eddie Brazil on for
Tottenham Hotspur.
Grace Clinton.
Number 8, Grace Clinton, being replaced by number 10.
Great to see Eddie Brazil back playing for Tottenham, the 24-year-old. Signed for Spurs a couple of summers ago.
Substitution for Leicester City coming off is number 8, Yuta Rantana, being replaced by number 6, Amy
Palmer coming on for Yuta Rantala, and Ava Baker also coming on for Leicester in place of Hannah Kane, who's had another busy afternoon. Been really impressive, Hannah Kane, setting up the Leicester goal, but she's going to depart here as Ava Baker, 17-year-old academy graduate. Ava Baker made 4 WSL appearances last season. Made a Leicester debut in the Continental Cup against Manchester City back in January 2022 when she was still only 16. Bright future ahead for Ava Baker. Howard sends it towards Peterman. And Cayman is tripped. And there will be a yellow card shown to Anhara James, who caught Cayman. So Anhara James goes into the book for a rather cynical foul, it has to be said, on Cayman. Leicester free kick. As we approach the final quarter of an hour, perfectly poised, even Steven, 1-1. Tottenham having come from behind. The last 2 weeks they've surrendered a 1-0 lead to draw 1-1. This time round, they've come from behind. Is it going to be another 1-1 draw for them though? Or is there going to be a late winner for either team? Leicester will be desperate to end their 3-game losing streak. Point would be positive, but they know they could come away with all 3, and they've got a throw in here, the hosts. Suminen couldn't keep the ball in. Given away. Bizet finds Brazil. Brazil is forced a little wide by Bott, but holds on to it and finds James. James with the pass out wide to Ayan. Ayan, lovely footwork from Rosella Ayan, and she gets a low cross shot in, which Leipzig had to fling a foot at to knock behind for the corner. Well, if she was trying to deceive her and beat her at the near post, it was a really crafty move, if that was her intention, Ayan. And she wins a Tottenham corner, which Bizet will take. Bizet goes deep and is headed back in towards the 6-yard box. But a Leicester player is down, Aileen Whelan. the half-time substitutes. Andrew Madley, the referee, just comes across to check on her. And she's back on her feet, Aileen Whelan. Peterman calls for a foul, nothing given, and it's a Tottenham throw. Bula to Ale. Ale finds Bizet. Bizet turns really well and takes it beyond Nevin. Lovely work from Celine Bizet, and Brazil wins a Spurs corner. Well, in fact, it's going to be a goal kick. She's frustrated. She was adamant that was a Tottenham corner. She didn't even chase for the ball. She was so convinced, but the assistant referee thought otherwise. Sumanen goes down seeking the free kick and wins it for the foul by Whelan. Bula. Bula to Bartrip. Oh, and it's gone through the legs of Neville, who apologises for taking her eye off the ball. Leicester throw, given away though, as Neville wins it straight back and tries to bring it forward. Baker intercepts it for Leicester, and it's a lovely ball from Baker to Nevin. James surges back to win it back for Tottenham. Ayan is surely being held back, and yes, there is a free kick for the foul by Bott. Neville to Sumanen, who shifts it on to James. James tries to spray it out to the left-hand side, and Brazil hasn't given up the ghost here, but Bott gets there to play it off Brazil for a Leicester throw. Peterman wins the ball back, turns and tries to feed it through to Tierney, but can only send it out of play. The home crowd doing their best to lift their team as we enter the final stages. Leicester might just have an opportunity here. Peterman gets there ahead of Bartrip and pulls it back towards the penalty spot, but James reads it well. It was Amy Palmer who sparked the Leicester attack, which ultimately results in a throw-in on this near side. Nevin will take it. Whelan. James does well though and wins the Tottenham throw by glancing it off Whelan's thigh into the final 10 plus added time. Bula back to Spencer. Trip to Neville. Brazil. Ellie Brazil. Good run this by Ellie Brazil. She's got options, goes for the shot into the side netting. Perhaps a little too eager, having missed so much football over the last year. It's a good run, assertive run with intent. She opted to try and find the gap at the near post. It was a mightily ambitious effort. Good recovery by James as Baker looked to knock it beyond Ale. Nevin with the Leicester throw. Howard guides it back to Leipzig as Brazil sprinted through the middle. Neville's there for Tottenham. And Bizet was caught in the back by her opposite, number 14. And it is Bizet now playing it on towards Thomas. Baker for Leicester. Gives it away though. Brazil. Nevin. Whelan. Again, the Leicester fans try and rally their team. How precious a late winner could be for either of these two sides. Long ball, almost fine. Found Ayan. Cayman. Sent it long for Peterman. But Tottenham got their positioning spot on at the back. Bizet gets on the end of this one, but Leicester have three players back. And the interception works its way back to Leipzig. Thomas picks it up for Tottenham and fires Ayan. Ayan tries to send it towards Bizet. Tierney gives it away. Tottenham throw midway inside the Leicester half. Sumina takes it quickly over the head of two substitutes strolling along that perimeter. Bula. Bartrip to James, out towards Neville. Neville tried to find Ayan into the final five plus added time. Ale knocks it back to Spencer. Bula to Sumina. Sumina over the top for Thomas. Thomas almost got there ahead of Tierney, but Tierney got the foot in to knock it out for a throw. Taken by Thomas quickly to Bizet. Bizet takes it beyond Nevin. James with the low cross, and it's out for a Tottenham throw. Ale takes it, and it's gone straight off a Leicester boot, Nevin's boot, for a Tottenham corner. Bizet holds her left arm aloft. Late opportunity for Tottenham. Bizet shanks it straight out of play. Frustrating one that for Celine Bizet. She's shown so much quality over the last couple of weeks, but got that one horribly wrong. And a corner wasted. Brazil is called up for the foul. Green goes back to Leipzig. Leicester about to make another change. Denny Draper.
Substitution for Leicester City coming off
Denny
is number 4,
Draper
CJ Box, being replaced by number
replaces
49,
CJ
Denny
Box.
Draper.
Made her debut in the 1-1 draw with Manchester United in mid-October when she came on for Peterman deep into added time. And Denny Draper's going to get a little bit longer this afternoon, in fact. She's had quite a November, scored 4 for England under-17s against Hungary in an 8-0 win at the start of November. Well, how she'd love to get a late winner. Denny Draper, the Leicester youngster, against Tottenham. That would be quite a story. Bizet turns Nevin well, but couldn't get the ball through to Ayan. And Draper's done really well here. Took it beyond Neville and then tries to beat James, but she can't. Leicester still have it though. Sumina. Ale. Ale finds Bizet, who's got a bit of space on this right flank. Still Celine Bizet gets a left-footed shot in it, almost deflects on Brazil. Oh, and Brazil just couldn't quite get her feet right. Tottenham come again with Bizet. Low ball in, Brazil almost connects once more. Baker. Sumina wins it back into the final 30 seconds plus added time. Ale to Thomas. Thomas turns, gets the shot away. Leipzig's there again. Martha Thomas. Well, in that sort of position, you almost expect the net to bulge when Martha Thomas turns and gets the shot away. It was close to Leipzig. She was equal to it, as she has so often been this afternoon, to almost everything that Tottenham have sent her way. Ayan, as 90 minutes is up, 5 added minutes to play. Still time for a late winner for either side. Ayan with the corner, cleared instantly by Leicester. Is it going to be a third 1-1 draw in a row for Tottenham? Is it going to be an end to a 3-game losing streak for Leicester? Both teams will be, in some respects, really happy with a point. Both will probably feel they could have won it, and there could still be time yet for a winner. Neville, still Ashley Neville. Neville tries to feed it through to Brazil. Brazil and Ale got in each other's way, and it's back with Bula. Bula pings it in towards the far side of the goal, and there's appeals for handball there from the Tottenham players. Andrew Madley says no, he saw nothing wrong. Suminen tries to find Neville, but it's gone out for a Leicester throw. Came in to take it, who gave Leicester the lead way back in the 18th minute. Tottenham throw. Ayan to take. In fact, she's going to leave it for Neville. Neville finds Ayan. Ayan plays it off with Peterman and out for a... When in fact it's Tottenham corner. Two of the 5 added minutes played. Tottenham haven't really produced much with any of their corners. It's taken short this time. Ayan fires it back and it's off of Howard's head. Another Tottenham corner. Sophie Howard with the header, standing firm. Sumina is going to take it this time. Bizet has taken most of them from this side, but it's going to be Evelina Sumina. In the week she signed a new contract with Tottenham. Can she assist a late winner? In it comes from Sumina. Deep towards the far post, headed away by Baker. James knocks it back in towards Neville, but she couldn't connect, and Leicester get the ball away. Thomas keeps it in. Finds Ayan. Ayan tried to play it short to Neville. Neville's done really well to hold on to it. Back to Ale. Short to Bizet. Bizet tried to send it through the middle, but Leicester's defence knocks it away for a Tottenham throw. Ale to Bula. Bula back towards the edge of the area. James to Ayan. Ayan gets the shot away. It's instantly blocked. Tottenham have held onto the ball for pretty much all of the added 5 minutes. They look the more likely to get a late winner here. And Neville just lets it trickle out for the throw. Into the final of 5 added minutes. Sumina. Over the top. Headed down by Bizet. And away for perhaps one last Tottenham corner. Rosella Ayan. This quite possibly the last chance of the game. Chance for a late winner. In it comes from Ayan. Headed away by a Leicester defender once more. Bartrip will pick it up and needs to get it back in there quickly. Ayan with the cross in. It came off Neville. Drops to James, who tried to play it back to Neville. Tottenham really want the 3 points. Spencer has come all the way. Bartrip with the long ball straight down the middle of the pitch. Brazil plays it on, and it's offside flag is up as Bizet comes through to knock the ball into the net for the second time this afternoon. But the whistle had long since gone, either for a handball or an offside, as Bartrip played it down the middle. I think there was a handball against Brazil. Bizet perhaps also offside, but it was a handball against Ellie Brazil. And the final whistle goes. Both teams have to settle for a point. Robert Villaham sees Tottenham draw 1-1 for the 3rd weekend in succession. A bit of frustration that for the Tottenham manager after such a fine start to the season. Leicester bring their 3-game losing streak to an end with a creditable draw. Both teams in many ways satisfied with the points, but both teams did have opportunities to win it. Bizet it was with the equaliser for Tottenham in the 56th minute. Really well taken shot after she was played in by Martha Thomas. Leicester had led since the 18th minute when Janice Cayman, the number 11, just shaking hands there with Bizet, had converted from Hannah Kane's lovely pass off the outside of her right boots. So a decent afternoon's work for both teams. A point apiece, full time at the King Power. Leicester City 1, Tottenham Hotspur 1. And we can have a look back at the best of the action. Leicester with the best early chance. Runtala getting the shot in, which Spencer clawed away, and Neville got to the loose ball just before Missy Goodwin. Leicester took the lead in the 18th minute, winning the ball back as Tottenham were on the attack. It was a lovely break. And as the ball came into the path of Cayman, her first touch was true, and her second delivered low beyond Spencer to give Leicester an 18th minute lead. Tottenham looked for a response and James looped it in. Thomas did really well to force a save out of Leipzig, and it was a busy few minutes for Leipzig from then on. Particularly here, Bizet feeding Naz, and what a save this. Naz will know she should have done better. Neville on the rebound, again Leipzig there. Suman on the follow-up, and as Leicester cleared it only as far as James, she arrowed one back in. Leipzig there once more, 3 times in the space of 20 seconds into the second half. And Naz on the charge for Tottenham. She got the shot away. It took a glance off of Howard's heel, and Leipzig sprung backwards to palm it away. Tottenham's equaliser in the 56th minute. Great work this by Martha Thomas. What a pass, what a finish from Celine Bizet. 2 goals in 2 games for the Norway international. When Nevin won this back for Leicester, she played it towards Tierney, and the Leicester skipper rattled the crossbar. What a shot that was from Sam Tierney. The closest either side came to a winner, but ultimately, at the end of the 90 minutes, both teams having to settle for a point. It has been an impressive start to the season for 2 teams who were battling relegation last time round. But they are just finding the wins a little harder to come by now. Leicester, though, end a 3-game losing streak by picking up a point. Tottenham, they have now had to settle for 3 1-all draws in a row. Thank you for joining us on the FA Player this afternoon at the King Power Stadium, where it has finished Leicester City 1, Tottenham Hotspur 1.